Alright, so we're working on the International 986. The transmission is hung up in park, so we gotta go in, take all this loose, pull the gear shifter out, just to replace that park pawl right there. Probably the two forks on it broke off, but yeah, we gotta take all this up and then pull the gear shifter out. And once we do that, we gotta remove that plate right there. It's right on top of that transmission. That's gonna be kind of hard, but not too bad. We did the same thing on the 1586. Took me about 2 days to get it finished, so yeah. This right here, wish I had it before. It's the mini Milwaukee Impact. Got a couple of extensions on it. That'd be why I got to climb all the way up in the cab just to work on it. But yeah, we're gonna tear that down and get it fixed. Alright, ran into a little problem. So I guess whoever had this tractor before me, they had this problem before. And these pieces right here and here, they known for getting loose on top of that plate and wearing out. And what they did, they went in and just welded it to that bolt that was coming out the top of the plate so it wouldn't strip out. Anyway, that right there, that's your reverse gear that goes through the transmission. And right here is the plate on side the transmission, and once you remove that plate, you'll see a gear that puts it in reverse. So that shaft runs from the top down through the reverse, and it has a half-shaped moon key on the end of it, and it sticks down inside that shaft well. If you don't, it'll fall, and you have to take this plate off anyway to put it back in. But luckily, this 986 doesn't have a bottom auxiliary tank on it like the 1486 and the 1586 does. So this makes it a lot easier. I can just access this plate, take all those bolts off, pull that plate off, and be right there. So what I'm gonna do is pull that plate and knock up on it. That'd be where the whole plate and that little top gear right there comes off. And once I do that, I had a plate up and I see what's the problem with it. See if the fork's broke or if it just need pinning back in to the plate, because sometimes that'll happen, that little shear pin will break on it. But yeah, let's get this plate off and I'll get back with you. Alright, we got this side plate off, and as you can see right there, there's a little moon key right there on that shaft. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna knock up on it, and once I get it knocked up far enough, I'm gonna grab that key off of there so I won't drop it in the bottom of that transmission. But yeah, that's what the shaft sits in, and what puts it in reverse and of course takes it out. But once I get that shaft right there knocked out, that plate should come on and come off. It broke loose pretty easy, so that's the only thing that's really holding it on this side anyway. Alright, ran into a little problem. Like I said, we got the plate off, but still going to take that off. I thought I might be able to knock it up with the pin still on it with the whole plate, but that wasn't gonna happen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go tomorrow and get some more grinding blades for the angle grinder, and grind the side of that weld off, pull that bolt off, and take it off from there. Now that's the only thing that's holding it down still, is that bolt, that little bolt. So do that, go pick those blades up tomorrow, and come back out here later on that evening and get back to that. But I got to drop the engine head off for it. I know it's covered up poorly right now, but I'm gonna have him go through, check all the rings on it again and pistons and everything, and clean the block up pretty good on it. Like I said, it had an end frame on it back 2 years ago, and once I had got the engine back going, the transmission had started messing up, and I didn't have any time to get out here and fix on it. So now we've been getting rain every day, and it's supposed to be in the field disking and getting ready to plant, because it's May the, I want to say it's May the 8th today. But yeah, so I said, you know, getting all this rain, might as well do something. Kind of getting boring sitting around waiting for the rain to, the rain to dry up. But yeah, we'll have it played off tomorrow, and we'll have it seen about, see what's really going on the inside. Most folks, they replaced this one, the reverse, high-low, and that park pawl that's under there. And between the park and the high, there's a spring-loaded thing under there, and it kind of cross like that right there. And the high and low slides on it when you're switching in between high and low, so it just rolls in and out those little pins that's on there. So hopefully that's not messed up either. That park piece is $80. I know them little spring loaded pieces for the high and low is I want to say $40 for the set. The reverse shelf is, I want to say it's 40, maybe 80, but it's either 40 or $80. But anyway, it's pretty pricey because, like I say, this is older equipment. I bought this tractor back in 2010, 2011, and yeah, I've been had it ever since. So yeah, this is probably the first time since I had it, since the seat and the whole plate has been out of here. And yeah, it's pretty bad, if you can tell. So what I'm gonna do is, once I get that fixed, vacuum all this out, probably sand that down and across that bottom, spray paint all that back black, spray paint that red, kind of sand it down. I like to get the power wash in here and clean that up, but hey, but yeah, gonna get all that fixed up and situated tomorrow. If you can see back there in the background, I got to do some work on the 1486. You probably can see it right here on the 1086, the same piece that's messed up on it. If you can see that, get the camera to focus, that block right there, we ended up getting the cylinder rebuilt because it was leaking pretty bad from the top on the 1486, and we had to take this loose right here to get it loose, and that over here to kind of push it out the way. But anyway, on the 1486, that piece either cracked or it's leaking. I'm hoping it's just need tighten up and not crack. That means I got to take all this line off and get another one made. But you can see these two on this 986 done busted before up here, and we done replaced those. So yeah, get that fixed and out the way. That's it. So I guess we'll get started on this tomorrow. I kind of set the phone up while I'm taking that piece off so you can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's it. I'll get back with you tomorrow.